Hi, Chris here from Channel X at the eBay Roadshow in Brighton with Jordan Trent. So Jordan, tell us who you are and what you do as a business.
Fantastic, nice to see you, Chris. I'm Jordan Trent. I'm from a family business, sort of fifth generation.
Which is called?
Charles Trent. So we're a vehicle recycling company. Most people may know a vehicle recycling company as a scrapyard.
Or breakers.
Or breakers, yeah. We're really changing that. It's much more professional than that these days, and I hope we can sort of share with people and everyone, how differently we do it and how professional. So, we take end-of-life vehicles in, from different sources. Typically like insurance write-offs. We'll take those parts in and obviously recycle all the fluids. But what we specialise in is parts. Second-hand parts, green parts is the industry term now. So, we'll image them and check the quality over and test them and supply them back into the market. So, we might sell them on our own website, over the phone or through eBay as well.
And what's happening in the industry at the moment? Because obviously there's a huge move towards being more sustainable and reusing parts. But what are you seeing with insurance companies when they're doing repairs or with garages? Are they more open to recycled parts?
100%. I think the big thing that's really kicked us off is since COVID and Brexit and everything, there's a big back order issue from the vehicle manufacturers.
A chip shortage for
That's
lots
correct.
of parts.
Not just chips, it's door panels, it's headlights and tail lights, and it's across the board. So that's really seen sort of demand come to us. So insurance companies and body shop networks are sending us their back order list to look at. But not only that, it's what cost savings and environmental benefits they can see. So, I know we're working with multiple insurance companies right now on green parts initiatives, and that's purely from an environmental standpoint. They've got their net zero goals, in line with the UK being net zero by 2050. So, that's had a huge help. People online are buying more parts as well, which is fantastic. And the comments that we see on our social media and everything, it's positive about the environment and what these parts offer.
And tell us about your eBay business. How long have you been trading, first of all, and how long have you been selling on eBay, and what's the business like?
So we've been trading since 1926, so a long time now.
That's almost 100 years.
Almost 100 years, so I can't wait for the big party when we hit 100. So, but we started on eBay in 2004, really, as sort of the internet and sort of everything went e-commerce. So, sort of people back in the day, you may remember going around a scrapyard taking parts off themselves. So.
I did it myself. There was one time I needed a prop shaft and it was crawling under a car to unbolt one and then crawling under mine to put it on outside the scrapyard. And I understand that's not quite how it happens today.
Not anymore. So, health and safety's changed, and, people just want, they want professionals and they want it at the doorstep next day and everything. So we joined eBay in 2004, really, just to sell sort of the higher end sort of parts for vehicles that we get in. But actually realised we could actually sell a lot more and a wider range of parts, which has been fantastic. So, as we've grown, we've worked with eBay of how we can put more parts on, more efficiently and everything. So, it's really grown and we've taken advantage of that growth. It's really helped sort of, get more vehicles in and grow the industry, which has been great.
And I understand you're part of eBay's certified program now. Tell us a bit about that.
That's correct, yeah. So the eBay Certified Recycled is a great platform. So eBay worked on this initiative with the VRA to improve the quality of sellers coming through. So, we worked with the VRA to help create this sort of standard. So, for example, when a part comes in, it's, people can test it properly. They can check grading, so it's grade A, B or C. It's going to be shipped properly, it's protected when it's in the rack and they can ship it properly. And again, they're following all the correct processes businesses need to be. So it's really, the eBay Certified Recycled is really raising the quality of parts being sold.
So that's giving consumers much more certainty that the old story, I need a new gearbox and I'm buying a recycled one, will it work, won't it work?
Exactly that, exactly that. If you're going to sell it, it's going to be warranted. And all the checks have been done. And if there is any issues, you can contact that seller, and they've got the provisions in place to fix any issues.
So, almost 100 years Charles Trent has been running. What's next for the business? What's happening in the next 3 years to the run up to 100, and what are the plans for the future?
So in the next 3 years, well, in 5 years we want 5 more sites around the UK, but in the next 3 years is to get an additional site or 2. You know, our setup has really changed, and we're sort of innovating in the industry. You know, we're dismantling cars in a different way to be able to access more parts for older vehicles, more of the raw materials for recycling. You know, this new facility that went live in August, it's purely powered by solar power. You know, so we have electric forklifts in use as well. So it's all about sustainability. You know,
so a sustainable business, recycling parts being run sustainably as well.
Exactly that. You know, if we want to meet the needs of these insurance companies and help them get to net zero, but also help the country get to net zero, you know, we're gearing up to be able to offer that package. So it's all about sustainability going forward, and how we can put ourselves, you know, to do it best. But also how we can add more parts into the market. To supply into the UK and Europe.
So if I'm a used car owner and I need a part, whether it be a wing mirror or a body panel or a light cluster, how do I find Charles Trent to go and buy one from you?
First of all is Google. That's the best place. You know, we've got our website, we've got our phone lines. Again, you've got the eBay shop, so you can search you know, Charles Trent Limited on eBay. You know, we're really developing our website. That's again in the future. What's happening in the next 3 years is really developing how customers search parts, because you know there's many different search terms and you need sort of part numbers. You know, we're innovating how customers can get their part number to search on our website easier. So you know, you can contact us and get through us to the website, but watch this space. We are changing how customers search for parts as well.
So a business that's way older than eBay, which are getting on 30 years old, and you're almost 100 years old. Just give us an idea of the scale of your business today, of sort of how many cars you deal with, how many people work for the business, how many listings have you got on eBay?
Of course, so the scale of the business, we've got just over 200 staff, so around 220 staff. We've got 74,000 sort of parts on eBay. You know, in the next sort of 3 years.
How many?
74,000.
74,000 parts on eBay.
That's correct, yeah. And we're selling a good number a week. We're selling about 3,000 parts a week, which is good. So, you know, we don't want to stop there. You know, we want over, you know, 250,000 parts, you know. So, you know, I think...
Hence the 5 new sites.
Exactly that. You know, we want to take a bigger percentage of the vehicles that are getting written off and scrapped each year.
Fantastic. Well, coming up for your 100-year anniversary, Charles Trent. Jordan, I want to thank you so much for your time.
Cheers, Chris.
And look forward to your 100th anniversary.
No worries. Thank you. Thank you, Jan.